What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman of GBP Daily. Welcome to Rob's Table Talk, a show dedicated to all of you guys. Time each day to talk some Packers for myself and most importantly for you guys. So thank you for tuning in. We've got ourselves a little late night chat happening. It isn't too often that I decide to go on this late. Usually I'm on in the mornings typically around 10 a.m. But today was just busy. So I said, whatever. It's Friday. I'll see what's shaking with you guys tonight. Um, anyways, let's get to it. Last night's game. Nothing too crazy headline wise happened. Jordan Love played solid. Juwan Winfrey, in my opinion, is making this team one way or the other. Tyler Goodson, Patrick Taylor battling it out for that running back three spot. It's coming down to the wire. They both had good games last night. Tyler Goodson had the nice touchdown run. Super interested to see how that shakes out. My guess, honestly, is we'll see the Packers probably keep just two running backs on the 53-man and then call up whoever they decide to have be the RB3 from the practice squad each week until Kylan Hill gets healthy. I think ultimately it's Kylan Hill's job. We'll see, though. 53-man roster predictions are always tough. But we will find out on Tuesday. They got to have all their cuts done by then on Tuesday. So just a few more days. Just a few more days. Okay, main reason why I'm here. Chat it up with you guys. So let's hop over to the comments section, see what's happening. Say what's up. Say where you're from. Drop me a couple hot takes. Let's have ourselves a great chat, huh? Cam, what up, Rob? What is going on, Cam? Thanks for hopping on, buddy. I appreciate it. Sup, playa? LinkDog13. What's happening? Over on Instagram. Appreciate you hopping on. Late night chat. Like I said, I'm usually on in the mornings, but hey, it's Friday. Kane Wright. Love the content. I love it too, man. I appreciate you more than you know. What do you think about Love? I think he played solid. Had that pick at the end of the half. I'm not a fan of that decision, but it is what it is. He didn't play at all his rookie year at all. No preseason. Didn't even dress during the season. Last year got hurt during preseason, then played in the Chiefs game. So this is really his first action out there. So nothing too crazy. There's a couple wild throws here and there. Would you like him to be further along? Sure. That's fair. But it is what it is. It's Aaron. Thanks for hopping on, buddy. Good to see you again. I miss you the last couple of days. Where you been? He says, who will be a surprise cut? Who will be a surprise cut? Man, that's a tough question because Dominic Daphne was a surprise cut in my eyes. That already happened already, obviously. Maybe a receiver. Maybe, I think Amari Rodgers is going to make this team. Some say he could be a surprise cut, but I think he's making this team. Probably one of those receivers. Samori Toure is probably going to be cut. I don't see him making the team. Juwan Winfrey, maybe? It's a good question. I wish I had a better answer for you. Troy, am I a fake Green Bay Packers fan for thinking Jordan Love sucks? I don't think he sucks. Would you like him to be better or more advanced? Maybe. Yeah. I don't think you're a fake fan. Hey, you call it how it is. That's what it is. Cash, Newt, what's happening, buddy? Thanks for hopping on. I love my Green Bay Packers. Go, Pack, go. That's right. Will, where's my boy Mason at? That's a great question. You'd have loved to see him get some action this training camp in the preseason, but he's a veteran. If anybody can use that time off and come back and be just fine, it's Mason. So sounds like he'll be ready to go week one, which is great news because Ahmed's been doing pretty good, but nobody does it better than my boy right there, Mason Crosby. Oh, let's see. Cam, one of the first Packer pages I followed a few years back. Let's go, Cam. You the man. Alex, watch the Bussin' with the Boys podcast. It's so good. I will. I've seen clips, and the clips are really good. I'll have to watch the entire thing. Thank you for the recommendation. Troy, we need to keep Tyler Goodson or we'll regret it. Yeah. he might get picked up by another team, but I feel like every team has those guys where it's like, hey, we don't want to cut these guys or they'll get picked up and then they never end up getting picked up. As far as Packers go, Taysom Hill comes to mind back in the day for guys that we didn't want to have cut, but then obviously he got scooped up. But then he fumbled against us 2 years ago, late in the fourth quarter or late in the third quarter. Big play and basically handed us the game there. So we'll take that. Thank you, Taysom Hill. Kane Wright, Georgia, stationed in Colorado. Hot take on Love. Hot take on Love. Whoo. He'll be the future, baby. He'll be the future. It's Aaron. I'm from where Aaron Jones is from. El Paso area, if I remember correctly. Chloe, what is up with the fire emojis? Green and yellow heart, football emoji. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's Aaron. I keep missing your lives. What the heck, bro? Come on now. Kane, do you think Christian Watson's will make his way to a starting role? It's very possible. That's for sure. Aaron Rodgers thinks he's been playing pretty good this last week. He just started team drills on Sunday, and he's already making plays. Made a play in the 2-minute drill earlier this week. Did not play yesterday, which is a bummer, but not so sure what that's all about. As far as him not playing all week long, you heard he was ready to roll. And then boom, didn't play. So, which is a bummer. El Paso 915, let's go. Packers Insider, yes sir, spot on. Thanks for hopping on, buddy. What do you think about Dobbs? I think he's a stud. He's been doing great, obviously in the preseason training camp. Now next thing up is regular season. He did good in OTAs earlier this summer. I was up there watching. He did good in training camp. Was up there watching that too. Did great in preseason. Next step is doing it in the regular season. So tougher than it seems. Jonah from Asheville, North Carolina. Let's go. Thank you for hopping on. Link Dog, sup in Cali. Let's go. Cali. It's early out there. Right now it's 10:20 for me. 8:20 for you, I imagine. Packer Insider made a roster prediction if you want to check it out. I for sure will check it out. Those of you in the chat, go check it out. Packer Insider. Jurupar on Instagram, Jupiter, Florida. I love it. Where you're from matches your username. I love it. Will, that pick was just forcing field goal range. Experience will definitely lessen those decisions. Completely agree. He had a wide open guy in the middle of the field. Might have gotten in field goal range. I think there was 21 seconds left. We had one timeout. You got to take that pass, call a timeout, and go for one more to get you closer. If it was Mason Crosby, he would have nailed it because he's clutch. Still got 12, Link Dog. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jonah, Goodson's going to make the roster. That could be a hot take. No, it's not. He's played well. He definitely deserves consideration for that running back 3 spot. So it'd be interesting to watch. Guadalupe, hey, you are handsome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Kane, I'm excited to see him get a regular role in the offense. I'm assuming you're speaking of Christian Watson. I am too. Get some touches out of the backfield. Get the ball in his hands. He's a playmaker. Let him do his thing. Mike, any concerns with Devontae Wyatt's lack of production thus far? You'd like to see him have a little bit more success, obviously being a first-round draft pick out of Georgia, big-time school. He was playing against big-time guys, won a championship last year. But like Coach said yesterday or the day before in his presser, those interior D lineman spots, one of the more tougher positions to kind of acclimate yourself in the NFL. It takes a little bit longer, kind of similar to tight end. So not saying that you're not pumping the brakes, but I need to pump the brakes myself as far as expectations for Devontae. That D tackle room, interior D lineman room is stacked. Kenny Clark, Jerron Reed, TJ Slayton, Dean Lowry. These guys, he's gonna be fighting for playtime anyways. Let him develop behind Kenny. Duran, and in a year or two, he could be that guy. But thank you, Mike, for the question. I appreciate it. Hey Zeus, hello from Mexico. What's happening, Jesus? Thanks for hopping on. Brian, you think Dobbs will make an immediate impact? I don't see Raj throwing anybody a whole lot outside of Lazard, Tunyon, Cobb, Watkins. His guys, Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon out of the backfield. Until him and Romeo kind of build that rapport together, I don't see him getting a ton of targets, but you never know. They could speed that thing up and he could have a great year. Romeo Dobbs going to hit the start of his prime while Aaron is still playing. Well, if his prime is going to start this year in his rookie season, yes. If it starts next year, I don't know. Will Aaron be here next year? I don't know. It's to Aaron. Did Love feel pressure to pull off a Rodgers and get them into field goal range, instead throwing a pick? Maybe. Rodgers would have never made that throw. He would have taken the check down, called a timeout, and then probably hit, if it was last year, Devontae on a quick out and, set them up for a 50-yard field goal that Crosby probably would have drained. But I think, Love, end of the half, trying to get in range and just kind of threw it up there. Bad decision. So it is what it is, though. Brian, I love it. Lazard, 1,200 yards. That's a hot take. But shoot, he's the number one guy, and you got Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback. Whoever the number one guy is, I think they're going to have a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns. And when Lazard's been given the opportunities in the past, like that Saints game a couple years ago when Devontae was out, he had like 6 catches, 140-some yards, 2 touchdowns, and he was getting covered by number one corners. So he could be that guy this year. I'm rooting for him. Michael, Lazard over or under 8 touchdowns? See, that's a tough number right there. You must be reading it directly off of the sports betting sites because that's tough, Michael. Thank you for the comment. I would normally automatically go over, but I feel like with Devontae gone, they're going to really be spreading the ball around. And for one guy to get, 8 to 10 touchdowns seems kind of unlikely, in my opinion. But I'm going over because why not, baby? Why not? And then you include the playoffs, and we're going to be going deep. We're going to be making the Super Bowl. That's just what's going to happen. I'll go 9 touchdowns for Lazard. Cam, O-line, and Mason are the only things I'm worried about going into the season. Well, let me tell you, Cam, I'm going to take one of these worries off of your list. Mason, don't worry about him. He's good to go. He's a veteran. The thing I'm worried about as far as Mason goes is the protection. Maybe the snap, maybe the hold by Pat, but the main thing, the protection. I think Coco's been snapping it pretty good at the long snapper position. Pat over from the Bears, our new punter. He's got a lot of experience. I think he's going to do just fine back there. But the protection, it's still a question. So, Cam, O-line, legit concern going into the season. We don't know what's going on with David. We don't know what's going on with Elton. So, that one I cannot help you out with. Excuse me. What is going on, Daniel? I'm great. How are you doing? Thanks for hopping on. Aaron, worried about safety depth. Yeah, it's a legit concern as well. Vernon Scott was running with the ones, and then boom, he gets hurt and gets cut. So you got Sean Davis back there, Tariq Carpenter. Darnell Savage is going to be good to go for week 1, I'm hoping. But yeah, you got Amos and Savage. They're just fine. They're a great duo. But if one of those guys gets hurt, specifically Amos, then we're in big trouble at the safety position. Seth, what is happening, man? Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. Dill Taco over on Instagram. Rashawn leads the league in sacks. I would normally say it's a hot take, but dang, dude, I think it's definitely doable. I think he's a defensive player of the year candidate. He's a stud. And with the DBs we got, quarterbacks are going to have to sit back there a little bit longer than they want. And next thing you know, Rashawn's going to be in space. So, yeah, DPOY candidate, Rashawn Gary. Cam official. Jack Coco finally getting that spot. Hyped about that. man, I'm hoping we got what it takes to get to that Super Bowl this year. We do. We do, Cam. We do. Larry McCarron said it himself. Packers legend, uh, player, now turned announcer. He said this is the year we could do it all, go all the way. And if Larry McCarron says it, who am I to argue with? So, Dylan, a great one to end it on. I love you. I love you too, buddy. Thanks for hopping on. That is a great spot to end it. Just put my 1-year-old to bed, and I said I can't miss it. I can't miss the chat. Monday through Friday, every single Monday through Friday, every day, I'm on chat with you guys. But I am going to call it a day, call it a night for Rob's Table Talk. Another great chat in the books. I'll be going live every single day, Monday through Friday, just to talk it up with you guys. So if it's something you enjoy doing as well, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter, whether it's my personal at Rob Westerman3 or at GBP Daily. Shoot me a message, shoot me a tweet. I'm always down to chat Packers anytime, any day. Cam, one last one sneaking in here. You ever been to training camp? Yes, sir. Was just up there last week, was up there 2 weeks ago, was at OTAs in June. It is a blast. If you've never been, you got to. So thanks, Cam, for sneaking in there. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I'm calling it a night. I will catch you guys on Monday. I'll taking the 2 days off. Got to rest the vocal cords. Got to rest up. And not game week next week, but we're getting close. So thanks again, everybody tuning in. And I will catch you guys later. Thank you.